Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to your daily Bitcoin update. We'll be covering Bitcoin again for this weekend. Obviously, as most of you know, when the weekend comes around, usually the volume drops down, the volatility drops down, and that practically already happened since Saturday started. I mean, you can see that the price has been around 26,060. for the last 9-10 hours, something like that. So not a lot of movement. Volume is slowly dropping down. That's expected to drop down even lower. I think last week volume was around, or in the weekend got around 8 billion. I expect it to go a little bit lower because last week was also, we also started with more volume, but that doesn't really matter. What that practically means for you and I is that Bitcoin at least will probably not move too much until tomorrow. Usually you see the first real movement on Sunday evening and Monday morning. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what to expect from that. Tomorrow I will probably do some sort of an update for the next week in terms of all of the economic events you need to know. But this time around I'll focus on the technicals of last week and what that means for next week and what to expect. Yesterday we got a bit of momentum because of the Jerome Powell speech, but overall there's just not a lot going on. It's also August. It's vacation time. It's summer in most of the world. So not a lot's going on. But we will talk about what can be going on. Before we dive into that, though, I briefly want to mention, as most of you know, that I have my own premium trading group as well, in which you gain access to my trading guide. You gain access to an exclusive chat room full of traders, very valuable. But you also gain access to my own trades in signals. All right. So if you're interested in that, consider joining via the links down in the description or the pinned comment. But for now, let's get into Bitcoin. So to start off with the technicals, I think that's at this point of time the most important thing to take a look at. The technicals are just the same as what they were when we talked about them yesterday. Or yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I mean, it's just the same, all right? In my eyes, at least. And I keep repeating this, which is a little bit boring, but it's the truth. We are stuck between 26,300 and 25,700. That's the situation, and you cannot really change too much about that. Now, then the big question is will we have a bearish breakout and a drop down to 25,000, or a bullish breakout and some more recovery up to 27,000, or at least those areas, and perhaps even higher? So that's the main question. Yesterday I said a bearish outcome was a little bit more likely due to the speech by Jerome Powell. Right now it's a little bit different, because what we're seeing is that we actually nowadays react quite well, or react quite a lot, to the dollar strength index, which has been very bearish since the 18th of July. And ever since the 18th of July, Bitcoin has also been quite bearish, as you can see. Not fully correlated, but bearish. So what we're seeing with the dollar strength index is that there's actually some major resistance coming up fairly soon. And I expect that if the dollar strength index finds resistance, we can actually find some great bullish momentum from Bitcoin. All right, so that's why at this point of time, I think we'll stay in this consolidation for a little bit longer, but I do think it's more likely, because that's also what we've seen most often after a crash like this. I think it's most likely that at some point of time we will be able to break above 26,300 and get recovery at least up to the 382 fib, which is just below 27,000. But I will still keep you updated on this, of course. I'll keep you updated on the developments. Tomorrow I'll tell you about next week in terms of economic events and what you need to know, very valuable as well. But for now, this is my take on Bitcoin. So perhaps even most importantly, I want to wish you all a great weekend. I'll talk to you all soon, and bye.